In the world of ideas, some books make a splash, sure, but very few manage to define an entire field for a century. Well, today we're exploring a book that did exactly that, earning an official title that most authors can only dream about.
Let's start with just one thing, the number 9. Now, I'm not talking about ninth on a bestseller list, nothing like that. This is a ranking that, in the world of big ideas, is kind of like winning an Olympic medal. This single digit tells a huge story about influence, legacy, and the very foundations of how we even understand society.
And here's what that 9 actually means. In 1998, the International Sociological Association, and these are the top dogs, the definitive global body for the field, they voted on the most influential sociological books of the entire 20th century. And the book we're talking about today? It came in at number 9. Think about that for a second. Out of every single book written in 100 years, this one made the top 10. So, what is this landmark text? Okay, let's pull back the curtain and reveal the book that earned such a prestigious place in intellectual history. The book is The Structure of Social Action, written by a towering figure in American sociology, Talcott Parsons. Looking at this original title page right here, you're seeing a work that didn't just contribute to its field, it fundamentally re-engineered it. The basic details here tell a really fascinating story all on their own. It was published way back in 1937, and let's be clear, this is not light reading. It's a dense, heavy academic text. The fact that a book this demanding, this old, could still be ranked so highly over 60 years later, well, that tells you its ideas had some serious staying power. So, being number 9 sounds impressive, but what does it really mean? To understand that, you have to look at the company it keeps on that list. It's an absolute hall of fame for sociologists. So just to set the scene again, it's 1998. The International Sociological Association is on a mission: create the definitive list of the century's most important books. So, let's see who Parsons was up against.
And here is that context we were talking about. Parsons is ranked right between Jürgen Habermas, one of the most important philosophers of the late 20th century, and Erving Goffman, whose work on how we all kind of perform social roles has influenced countless fields. These aren't just famous sociologists. These are intellectual titans. Just being on this list at all is an incredible honor.
So, we know the book is important, we get that. But what does that mean over time? Let's talk about its lasting impact and how an idea from 1937 became a timeless piece of intellectual history. This timeline is pretty incredible when you stop and think about it. The book first appears in 1937. Then for over 60 years, its ideas just percolate, they influence, they shape the field. By 1998, its status is undeniable. And today, you still can't get a serious education in sociology without grappling with this text. That's not just a legacy, it's a living presence. And this really gets to the heart of it. Parsons wasn't just offering new facts. He was trying to create a single, unified theory of social action. He argued that all human behavior, from the smallest little interaction to the largest social system, could be understood through a shared framework. Books like this, they don't just join the conversation, they change the very language everyone else speaks. So that leads us to a final, really crucial question. Parsons' work helped define the 20th century's understanding of society. So what are the defining ideas of the 21st? What's being written or created right now that future generations will look back on and say, that right there changed everything? Something to think about. Thanks for joining this explainer.